Over 60, 4 nuts you must eat, and 4 you should never touch. Did you know that eating the wrong kind of nuts after 60 could raise your risk of heart problems by nearly 50%? And that risk only goes up as we age. This isn't just opinion. Studies published in major cardiology journals show that some nuts can increase inflammation, raise blood pressure, and even affect memory in older adults. And here's the shocking part. Some of the most common nuts people snack on every single day may be the ones doing the most damage. In fact, one nut we'll talk about later contains compounds that may interfere with medications and even reduce appetite, something that can be dangerous for seniors who already struggle to maintain healthy weight and strength. But here's the good news. Not all nuts are the problem. Some nuts can actually protect your heart, strengthen your bones, and support your brain as you age, if you choose the right ones. So today, I'll walk you through 4 nuts seniors should eat regularly, and 4 nuts you may want to limit or avoid after 60. Make sure you stay until the end because the number 1 nut to avoid is rarely talked about, yet it may quietly work against your health in more ways than you realize. Let's start with the best nuts for seniors, beginning with number 4. Best nut number 4, almonds, bone, heart, digestion, and memory support. As we get older, protecting bone strength becomes more important than ever. That's where almonds really shine. Almonds provide calcium, magnesium, and vitamin E, 3 nutrients that work together to slow bone loss and support overall skeletal health. Just 1 serving of almonds helps supply calcium, but more importantly, magnesium, a mineral many seniors are deficient in. Magnesium helps move calcium into bones where it belongs and keeps it out of the arteries, where it can contribute to heart disease. That alone makes almonds a powerful 2-for-1 food. Stronger bones and better heart protection, but almonds don't stop there. They're rich in monounsaturated fats, the same heart-healthy fats found in olive oil, which help lower LDL, the bad cholesterol that increases cardiovascular risk with age. And digestion matters too. Nearly 40% of older adults deal with constipation, and almonds provide fiber that supports regular digestion and gut health. Even your brain benefits. Research from U.S. universities shows almond antioxidants help protect brain cells from oxidative stress, one of the drivers of age-related memory decline. For best results, eat almonds with the skin on. That's where many of the flavonoids are stored, working together with vitamin E to protect your cells. And if chewing is difficult, sliced almonds or unsweetened almond butter work just as well. Bottom line, almonds support bones, heart health, digestion, and brain function, making them one of the most complete nuts for seniors. Best nut number 3, walnuts, the brain-protecting nut. If there's one nut that truly earns its reputation as brain food, it's the walnut. Walnuts are rich in a plant-based omega-3 fat called ALA. This fat keeps brain cell membranes flexible and helps nerve cells communicate more effectively, and that matters, because those connections naturally weaken with age. In studies published in the Journal of Nutrition, seniors who ate walnuts daily showed improvements in thinking speed and mental flexibility in just a few weeks. But omega-3 is only part of the story. Walnuts are also loaded with polyphenols, plant compounds that cross into the brain and help calm inflammation linked to memory decline and neurodegenerative diseases. They even contain natural melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep. Since melatonin production drops with age, a small serving of walnuts in the evening may gently support better sleep. And your heart benefits too. Walnuts provide arginine, an amino acid that improves blood vessel function and supports healthy circulation, working alongside antioxidants to reduce blood pressure and cardiovascular strain. Some studies even suggest walnuts may improve how certain heart medications work, which is especially important for seniors managing blood pressure or cholesterol. For best quality, store walnuts in the refrigerator so the healthy fats don't spoil. A daily serving of about 7 to 9 walnut halves is ideal. Yes, they may taste slightly bitter, but that bitterness comes from the very antioxidants protecting your body. Best nut number 2, pistachios. Heart support, vision protection, and gentle on teeth. Pistachios may be one of the most underrated nuts when it comes to senior health. First, they're naturally high in potassium and low in sodium, exactly the balance your body needs to help regulate blood pressure as you age. One serving of pistachios provides about 285 milligrams of potassium, helping your kidneys flush out excess salt. That matters because as we get older, our bodies tend to retain more sodium, which pushes blood pressure higher and strains the heart. Several studies show that eating pistachios daily can lower systolic blood pressure, the top number, and by 3 to 5 points. That may sound small, but even modest reductions significantly lower the risk of heart attack and stroke. And the benefits don't stop at the heart. Pistachios are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that protect your eyes from age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in older adults. So with each small handful, you're helping protect both your heart and your eyesight. Another advantage for seniors, pistachios are easier to chew than many other nuts. That's important if you have sensitive teeth, crowns, or dentures, and if you buy them in the shell, there's an extra benefit. Shelling slows you down, helping prevent overeating and giving you a natural sense of portion control. If shelling is difficult because of arthritis or weak grip, pre-shelled pistachios are perfectly fine. Just choose unsalted or lightly salted versions to avoid excess sodium. A good daily serving is about 1 ounce, roughly 45 to 50 pistachios. That's enough to support heart health, protect vision, and support digestion without adding unnecessary calories. Best nut, number 1, Brazil nuts. Powerful thyroid and brain support in just one bite. Brazil nuts may look ordinary, but for seniors, they offer one of the most powerful nutritional benefits of any nut, thanks to selenium. Selenium is essential for healthy thyroid function, and your thyroid controls energy levels, metabolism, and even mood. As we age, thyroid function often slows down, which can lead to fatigue, weight gain, and low energy. Brazil nuts help support this system naturally. Just one single Brazil nut provides more than your entire daily requirement of selenium. And selenium does much more than support the thyroid. It also acts as a strong antioxidant that protects nerve cells and helps reduce inflammation, both of which are critical for maintaining brain function and reducing memory decline with age. Brazil nuts also help support heart health by lowering LDL cholesterol and providing fiber for healthy digestion. But with Brazil nuts, more is not better. Because they are so high in selenium, eating too many can actually cause side effects, including nausea, hair thinning, and nerve irritation. That's why experts recommend just 1 or at most 2 Brazil nuts per day, and that's all you need. They require no preparation, are easy to add to breakfast or snacks, and deliver powerful benefits in a very small amount. If you're looking for an easy way to support thyroid health, brain protection, and heart function after 60, Brazil nuts are one of the smartest choices you can make, as long as you keep portions small. Now, let's talk about the nuts you may want to avoid after 60. Now that you know the best nuts for senior health, it's time to talk about the other side of the story. Because some nuts that are commonly marketed as healthy snacks can actually increase inflammation, interfere with medications, or strain your heart and kidneys, and especially in older adults. And the number 1 nut to avoid may surprise you. Let's start with number 4 on the avoid list. Worst nut number 4, peanuts. Hidden mold risk and inflammation concerns peanuts may seem like a harmless, everyday snack. They're cheap, popular, and found in everything from trail mixes to peanut butter. But for adults over 60, peanuts come with a few concerns that are important to understand. First, peanuts are not technically nuts. They are legumes. And because they grow underground, they are more likely to be contaminated with natural molds during storage. Some of these molds can produce compounds that your body has to work hard to process and clear. As we age, the body's natural detox systems become less efficient, which means these compounds may stay in the body longer. That can place extra strain on the liver over time, which is something many seniors already need to be careful about. Another concern is inflammation. Peanuts are very high in omega-6 fats. Omega-6 fats are not harmful by themselves, but when they greatly outnumber omega-3 fats, they can promote inflammatory processes in the body. For people already dealing with joint stiffness, soreness, or cardiovascular concerns, this imbalance may not be helpful. There's also the way peanuts are usually eaten. Most people don't snack on plain raw peanuts. They eat salted roasted peanuts, sugary peanut butter, or snack bars made with processed peanut products. That means extra sodium, added sugars, and unhealthy oils, all of which can affect blood pressure, blood sugar, and weight control. So, while the occasional small serving is usually not a problem, relying on peanuts as a daily snack may not be the best choice after 60, especially when there are better nut options available. Worst nut number 3, cashews. Blood sugar and kidney concerns. Cashews are smooth, creamy, and very easy to overeat. But for older adults, especially those paying attention to blood sugar and kidney health, cashews deserve some caution. Compared to most other nuts, cashews contain more carbohydrates and can raise blood sugar more quickly. That matters because a large number of adults over 60 are managing insulin sensitivity or have been told to watch their blood sugar. Even though cashews are often labeled as healthy, they may not be the best everyday choice for those trying to keep blood sugar steady. Cashews also contain compounds called oxalates. In high amounts, oxalates can interfere with calcium balance and may contribute to kidney stone formation in people who are already prone to kidney issues. Since kidney function naturally becomes more sensitive with age, this is another reason moderation is important. And like peanuts, most store-bought cashews are roasted in oils and heavily salted. That adds extra fat and sodium, which can place additional strain on the heart and blood vessels over time. Cashews are not something you must completely avoid, but making them a daily snack is probably not the best strategy after 60, especially if you are managing blood sugar, kidney health, or blood pressure. There are other nuts that provide similar taste and satisfaction with fewer potential concerns. Now we come to the last 2 on the avoid list. One is extremely high in calories and saturated fat, which can quietly affect heart health and weight control. And the final one may interfere with certain medications and even affect appetite, which can be risky for older adults. Worst nut for 2, macadamia nuts, very high calories and saturated fat. Macadamia nuts are often seen as a luxury snack. They're buttery, rich, and very easy to overeat. But for adults over 60, macadamias may not be the best nut to eat regularly. Just a small handful can contain over 200 calories, most of them coming from fat. While healthy fats are important, macadamias are especially high in saturated fat. High intake of saturated fat is linked to higher LDL cholesterol, which increases cardiovascular risk, something that becomes more important to manage as we age. Another concern is portion control. Because macadamias are calorie-dense but not very filling, it's easy to keep eating without realizing how much you've had. Extra calories can make weight management more difficult, and carrying extra weight can place additional strain on joints, blood sugar balance, and heart health. There is also a digestion factor. High-fat foods can sometimes be difficult to tolerate if gallbladder function is sensitive, which is more common in older adults. Some people notice bloating or stomach discomfort after eating very fatty foods, including macadamias. And finally, macadamias are very hard in texture. For people with sensitive teeth, dental work, or dentures, they can be uncomfortable to chew and may increase the risk of dental problems. Macadamias are not harmful in small, occasional portions, but as an everyday snack, there are safer and more balanced nut choices for seniors. Worst nut number 1, pine nuts. Medication interactions and appetite effects. Pine nuts may seem like a harmless addition to salads or pesto, but for older adults, they can come with risks that many people don't realize. One of the biggest concerns is how pine nuts may interact with certain medications. Many seniors take prescriptions for blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, or joint discomfort. Some compounds in pine nuts can interfere with how the body processes medications, which may reduce effectiveness or change how strongly they work. When medications don't work as intended, symptoms may become harder to manage even when doses are correct. Another unusual but well-documented effect is something known as pine nut taste syndrome. After eating pine nuts, some people develop a persistent bitter or metallic taste that can last for days or even weeks. While this isn't dangerous by itself, it can reduce appetite. For older adults, reduced appetite can lead to unintended weight loss and lower nutrient intake, which may affect strength and immune function. There is also the issue of fat stability. Pine nuts are high in polyunsaturated fats, which can oxidize easily if the nuts are not stored properly. Oxidized fats may increase inflammatory processes in the body rather than reducing them. For people already managing joint discomfort or cardiovascular concerns, this is not ideal. For these reasons, pine nuts may not be the best regular choice after 60, especially for those taking daily medications or struggling with appetite. Occasional use in small amounts is usually fine, but making them a frequent snack is not recommended for many seniors. After 60, even small food choices can have a big impact on how you feel each day. Some nuts can support your heart, your brain, your bones, and even your sleep. Others, especially when eaten often, may quietly work against your health, even if they are commonly labeled as healthy. Choosing almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and small amounts of Brazil nuts can help support strength, circulation, and mental sharpness. Limiting peanuts, cashews, macadamias, and pine nuts may help reduce unnecessary strain on digestion, blood sugar, and medication balance. It's not about being perfect. It's about making choices that work better for your body now. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these nuts do you eat most often? And did any of these surprises make you rethink your snack choices? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience may help someone else make a healthier decision. If you found this helpful, give the video a like and subscribe for more simple science-based tips to stay strong, active, and independent as you age. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.